Hello everyone and welcome into this really special replica video. So as you have already seen on the title of the video, this is the 1975 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe. It's actually a replica-ish, or something close from the real car. So yes, it's a close replica, very close replica, because some fixtures in automation game were missing, so I had to improvise and use my best judgment and just use whatever I had laying around to create a replica of a legendary car. But everything else, the engine, suspension, gearbox, chassis, materials, everything is 100% 100% Porsche genuine, numbers, specs, materials, and design. And it worked out absolutely beautiful in around corners in a straight line. The sound, the noise, everything is absolutely beautiful like the real car. So we are right now in the Road Atlanta racetrack, which is a modded racetrack in BeamNG.Drive. I like this track so much because we'll be having we'll be having like a race or 2 laps around this beautiful test track using the AI, or the CPU of my computer. It will control the cars around this test track, so we can have like an amazing cinematic race. And I drove this car. This thing is an absolute beast. I will try and drive one of these cars with the AI together. I don't know which color that I pick, because look at it. It looks beautiful, gorgeous in white, and even much better in of course in red. In blue it's dark and mysterious, and of course in green it's fun and tail happy. Although all of these 4 cars are absolutely identical, there is nothing special, just the color different. So let's check these specs. Well, uh, like from a distance or from the rear, it looks absolutely genuine, like really Porsche genuine. And I've actually put the Carrera world back there. It's not really 100% genuine, but it's something close to it. The black lines, the bumpers, the tail lights, even the exhaust location, the of course the wing, the rims, are identical. The body, I think Automation Game didn't actually put the original body of the 911, for legal purposes, because they can't just replicate a body from a real car without causing any legal issues. That's why I think yes, it looks like a 911 from everywhere else, but from the front, well, there is no housing actually for the headlights. So I had to use those headlights because, well, they are the closest thing that you can actually get for the 1975 model. I've replicated also the black, the stick out bumper, the US model, because this is the US model. Because as we all know, the regulations and rules in the US, in the United States, and especially in California, are really hard because of emissions, safety for pedestrians, safety in case of crashes. So this car here, this is the US model with the stick out bumpers, front and rear, and this is the a little bit turned down on power version. So underneath the hood or the bonnet, because of course, as we all know, the 911 is a rear engine. So of course, under the hood we have a replica of the original engine, the 2.7 liter boxer, or flat 6 as they call it. Single overhead camshaft, two valves per cylinder, 8.5 to 1 compression ratio, 167 horsepower, 168 pound-feet of torque at 5800 rpm. No, the torque is at 4000 rpm, but the power is at 5800 rpm. The max rpm is 6400. I think, yeah, I think 6,400. This thing is using a mechanical fuel injection, tubular headers, as you can see, a single exhaust pipe, running on 91 unleaded fuel. Because that's how the original car was running on. No catalytic converters. I had to use them. I had to abandon the catalytic converters to make it run and get the original power and torque figures. There's a sunroof, but as we all know, it's a modded sunroof in automation games, so when you export it to BeamNG.Drive, it will turn into white. We have the wipers, the window washers, and the legendary hood scoop over here. It's not really 100% accurate, but it's extremely close. The tires, the rims are 100% replica of the real cars, the same measures. 15-inch rims, 185 in the front, 210 or 15, I forgot, maybe 210, maybe 250 in the rear tires. We have 5-speed manual gearbox, the same ratios, absolutely identical ratios, like final drive, and the gear ratios are identical from the real car. Rear-wheel drive, of course, rear-mounted engine, air-cooled engine, of course. What we also have, we have some active aerodynamics because of the wing, of course, and we have 4 discs, absolutely identical from the real car, 2 pistons front and rear. I forgot the sizes, but I actually replicated even the disc sizes from the Porsche US Club website, because all the information you can find them over there. The chassis is galvanized steel. That's how this car came in 1975. The body is also they call it treated steel, or it's same as galvanized, because they dip it in chemicals and everything to make it rust, because in 1975 Porsche gave the customers 6 or 7 years warranty or guarantee not to rust for 6 or 7 years, because they have chosen the galvanized technology, which is dipping the body and the chassis in a special chemical to prevent it from rusting. So enough chit chat. The car is an absolute identical. Even the suspension, the camber front and rear are identical, minus half a degree of camber on the front, minus a full degree of camber on the rear tires. The sway bar thickness are, I forgot. I think they are identical, but the spring stiffness are correct. The ride height is correct, and the tires are correct. So it should be really fun to try it. So let's try and run the AI or the CPU, or the AI to drive 3 cars, and I will try and follow with the 4th car. Yeah, I really wanted to do like a cinematic view, so let's try both. I will drive in a lap, and I will let the AI take control the 2nd lap, so we can have like a full cinematic race. So let's see how it will work. So after trying like 30 times to make the AI to drive the cars, unfortunately the AI is a very dumb AI, and it kept crashing, it kept spinning out, it kept hitting every curb and crashing it and flipping it over, which was very disturbing to watch, and very actually sad to see beautiful replicas of a legendary 911 Carrera being destroyed. So I thought to myself, well, I have to do the job with my own hands. So I picked up the color that I actually preferred, which this beautiful dark blue color looks absolutely beautiful, and I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna try and do my own lap. So this is a lap or 2 laps around the Road Atlanta map in BeamNG.Drive. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Acceleration is very good. First corner, brake, turn in, put onto the floor, shift up, perfect. ABS, no power steering, no traction aids, just rear-wheel drive and your own talent to control it. Beautiful. The noise of the engine is an absolute beauty. It's not really the quickest car in the world, no, of course not, it's from the 70s, but can you imagine the 70s doing this speed with only 167 horsepower? I mean, of course, we all know the legendary like muscle cars, 300, 400, even 500 horsepower, but those cars cannot handle. This thing It's only producing 167 horsepower, but it's an absolute dream to drive around a track or around any corner because it's very controllable, it's fun, it's comfortable, it's prestigious, it's economical also. It can do like 20 miles per gallon. And it's fuel injected, not carbureted, so it will work every time you will turn the key, especially in winter, especially in Germany. But this is the US model, so yeah, it will work every time you turn the key. And since this is the US model, that means it's low on emissions, so it's also good for the planet. So it's a win-win. And what I really love about Porsche, especially 911, that it's an all-purpose car. You can take the kids to school with it. You can do the shopping with it. You can go to work with it. You don't have to just park it in your garage and wash it and wax it and just look at it and drive it once a year. No, you can drive it anywhere you want because it's comfortable. You can go over speed bumps. It's also comfortable on regular or hard or rough city streets, which is very, very awesome for a sports car. Suspension is actually not that hard. This thing gets 23 comfortable points in Formation game. 23 from a sports car from the 70s. It also gets 27 also sportiness, 32 drivability, and 46, 47, something like this, safety. So this thing is an absolute beast. It can do the job very well. It's also practical. You have 5 seats, 2 seats at the front, a bench in the rear. Not a tiny bench, no, a fully on proper bench. You have sport interior. You have also this sport, sorry, not sport, premium 8-track player, AM, FM radio. Rear-wheel drive, aerodynamical, quick. The handles like a dream. It's fun. You can't just stop. I don't know. I said 2 laps around the road, Atlanta road, but I can't stop. It's really fun. Manual gearbox. I mean, Porsche designers have really spent their time here. I love this car so much. The classic 911. I know that the modern 911 is very powerful, very quick, much more reliable, much more efficient, and much more safe. But I prefer the classic one because it looks an absolute piece of art. I love it. And the engine, I know the engine is only producing 167 horsepower. Hell, my Crown Victoria is producing stock without any tuning is producing 191 horsepower. This one, oops, yep, I did manage to go over. I forgot to brake. So yeah, as I mentioned, I know this thing is producing 167 horsepower, and my Crown Vic is producing more than that. But this thing is super light. It weighs only 1,128 kilograms. And the funny thing is, when I was making this car in Automation game, let me just slow down. So the funny thing, when I was making this car in Automation game, the car came out extremely lightweight, like 970, something like this, kilograms, which is against the rules. I mean, I don't want to break the Porsche rule, which is 1,128 kilograms. So what do you think I did to increase the weight? Well, it's simple. I increased the quality of the safety equipment. It's on advanced 70s, and it's +6 quality. That's the safety equipment, and that made the weight shoot up from 900 something to 1,126, and I had 2 kilograms left. So I've switched from I've switched the brakes, you know, from a single piston because I was looking at the brakes specifications by Porsche. It says 2 pistons front and rear, and when I did put the 2 pistons front and rear, and I tweaked the aerodynamics a little bit, and that made like a 2 kilograms heavier difference, which made the weight absolutely identical to the rear car. And then there was another problem, which is the 0 to 100 time, because this car that I'm driving right now can do from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds, and the original car, I think it was much slower than that, really slow from 0 to 100. Although I'm using the same engine, the same chassis, the same material, even the same weight, the same gearbox, the same tires, the same everything, but this car came out much quicker. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the replica of a 1975 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe, or Coupe, whatever you want to call it, with the legendary wing on the back of it. I love this model so much. Of course, I will be doing the turbo version like sometime in the future, and I will be doing also. I think I'm gonna try and do the Targa. If not, I'm gonna continue with the turbo. Yeah, but I will always keep it with this beautiful looks, because it looks like a dream. Wow, beautiful. Look at it. Yes, I know there are some rough edges like the headlights, and of course there's no Carrera badging or 911 badging on the side, and there are some rough edges there and there. Like it's not really 100% replica of the real car, but I tried my effort here to make it as close as possibly as I can, you know, with whatever I have in automation game, because well, automation game will not allow you to do an exact replica because the lack of fixtures, unless of course you have some modded fixtures. Of course there are some modded fixtures, like those fog lights down there. They are not original from automation game. These are modded. And let's see what else is modded. The sunroof and the exhaust is modded, the exhaust pipe. Yeah, what else? I forgot. Yeah, so these and the side mirrors are not 100% correct, because these side mirrors came with the body itself, so these are not my choice. And the door handles, I couldn't find the original door handles or even something close to them, so I've chosen these. But a very good thing that I found, which is the rims. These are really 911 rims, same spokes, and they look absolutely identical. So I painted them in black, and I kept the rim lip chromey, or you know, steel, whatever you want to call it, and it looks like a beautiful car. I really love it. And the engine noise is very identical, mechanical fuel injected replica of the real engine, which is really awesome. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. So if you want to get this car into your BeamNG.Drive game, link in the description below to my Patreon page. You know, sign up, download the car, and download every other special car and replicas that I did before. And by doing that, you will be supporting the channel, and you will be enjoying a classic replica of a classic legendary car. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and of course stay tuned, because more videos will be coming. I hopefully tonight, if not maybe tomorrow morning. So thank you so much guys for watching. If you want to sign up to my Discord page to chat with everyone, and you know, participate in the current challenge, which is the yes, the affordable all-wheel drive drift car. If you want to participate in this challenge, the link in the description below for my Discord, so you can chat with everyone over there and read the rules and submit your car over there. So thank you so much guys for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.